Hey guys, welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne.
This is season 6, episode 4. Woo! Hey, Tiff.
Hey Tony, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
We got a birthday coming up.
Whose birthday?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, whose birthday?
It's Tony.
Yay! I'm excited.
I know.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm excited for you.
This is 50.
It's fine.
This is 50.
It's fine.
Thank you. This is 50.
Ma'am.
I'm excited. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Popcorn and Champagne. We want you to make sure that you guys go and follow us on our YouTube page, which is Popcorn and Champagne.
Yes, and follow us on Instagram at popcorn_champagne.
That's right. And also, we have to mention our wonderful sponsors, Colonel's Popcorn, and make sure that you go to Colonel's Popcorn where you get 10% off if you use the TT Mix, which is the Tony and Tiff Mix.
All right, now it's time for
Infotainment.
Yes.
Man, we've had a lot of stuff going on.
We have.
In the news.
Ooh-wee.
In the news cycle. It's been a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
But we will be remiss if we don't talk about some of the greats that we've lost as of recently. We have James Earl Jones, who passed away at 93. Everybody knows he was the great voice.
Yes.
He did many voiceovers.
Darth Vader was my favorite.
He was Mufasa.
Yes.
He was Mufasa.
Lion King.
Yeah, so he died on September 9th. And then Frankie Beverly.
Before
Oh
I
my goodness. He died at 77 years old. He died on September 10th. And New Orleans set him out
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Did you see that?
It
They
was
set him out right.
amazing.
It was.
It really was. But yeah, he will be missed.
And then Tito Jackson, part of the
Tito.
Jackson family. What was wrong? He have a heart attack?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, he died at 70 years old from a heart attack, and he was one of your favorite Jackson brothers, right?
Yeah, he was. He was a talented musician with the guitar. And Tito just never caused no problems.
He didn't.
Girl.
He didn't want no smoke.
He
didn't
just
want no
wore
smoke.
that little derby.
He did. It's a little hat.
And that little Tito he had.
Bless his heart.
Bless
so
it.
Kudos, not kudos, but rest in peace to all of those and their families. So what else is going on in the news?
Say it with me.
Damn, Diddy.
Whew. So federal agents have detained him at the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan. He was detained unexpectedly.
Well, he was going to turn himself in on Tuesday.
Yes.
Right.
And they could not wait.
Yeah. Right.
And they came Monday.
Yeah.
And as he was walking into the hotel lobby, they got him.
They got him. So Diddy's in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. Say it again. Coercion and transportation to engage in prostitution. And he has been denied bail, as he should.
$48 million that his lawyers tried to get him to, to make their plea to the judge.
Yeah, he sold some houses too, right?
Well, he put his mama's house up for...
Well, he sold that, and then he sold another house.
Where's his mama gonna go?
Well, she's still there, but he paid it off.
Yeah.
He didn't sell it. He just paid it off.
But he mortgaged it.
He mortgaged it off. And, then he says that he surrendered his passports and all of that.
And the little baby. All the children surrendered
All
theirs.
the children's passports and his mom. And he said that, he will not be around any women. But then everybody's like, well, forget the women. What about the men that you might be around too?
Hello.
So Diddy's in a whole lot of trouble. And I am really obsessed with this story.
Yeah.
I have gone down a whole rabbit hole with this on TikTok. And now that there's a book out that they said is not, Albie Sure said that is not a book that's on Amazon. It's about Kim Porter, where she is detailing everything that she, witnessed while she was with Diddy.
Which they said she never wrote a book.
Did they? Okay.
I'd be interested.
It's her diary.
Okay, maybe it's
her diary.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see
But
that.
I mean, just the things that, so many things are coming out now.
I know.
Like, did he kill Tupac? Did he kill Biggie?
Yeah.
Did he kill Heavy D? Did he kill Andre Harrell? Did he kill Kim Porter? I mean, it's a lot of things going on right now that I am so intrigued by this story.
I know.
I can't get it. But he ruined his family.
Well, what about the baby oil girl?
1,000 bottles. Wasn't it 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Yes. The narcotics that they found.
They found that in his hotel Monday when they arrested him.
Yeah.
He was a drug addict.
Yeah. Well,
And
you know,
it's this whole power thing he had.
he has a party pack for you for the freak offs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have him on suicide watch, which he says he's not suicidal.
But they said that's mandatory.
Yes,
That's
right.
routine. That's routine to
Okay.
have somebody high profile like that on suicide watch.
Man. So what do you think?
He's not getting out ever. And I was talking to my friend Monica, and Monica was like, I want to talk to R. Kelly, see what R. Kelly's thinking right now about Diddy.
Welcome.
There you go. Welcome.
Yeah. So yeah.
But let me just say this, and we can move on. I'm intrigued by this whole story. Jaguar Wright has been saying this all along, that this is going to happen.
You said that.
Told you that, remember?
And she got some more on the list.
She got some more on the list, and there's more coming.
And you know, Diddy got a list. Okay.
Because Diddy videoed. He's got video of people at the freak off.
No, and the police have those videos, so they know too.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
This is a situation for
This
sure.
is not going away.
No.
I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about this for a long time, and he's not getting out of jail for a long, long time.
Oh my God, Diddy.
So anyway, one of the things we didn't talk about this particular movie.
Yes.
We did put it on our IG. We was talking about Deliverance, right?
Man.
Which was so good. It was bizarre. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very scary.
I loved
But
it.
we have to do a couple of honorable mentions
Yes.
in our infotainment section right now. And one is Glenn Close
Baby.
in Lee Daniels' movie, The Deliverance.
She brought it.
She did.
I mean, the hair, the makeup,
The lace front and the nails and the hoop earrings got me.
and the smoking the cigarettes.
The smoking cigarette.
And wanting Omar Epps.
They
That's how-
kissed.
Yes.
They kissed.
Like, I love this movie. I thought, it reminded me of The Black Exorcist. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah, it was
And
crazy.
Andra Day was phenomenal.
Oh, she is a talent to be reckoned with.
Right?
Oh my God, everything she touches turns to gold. I
loved
love
it.
her.
But yeah.
So that Glenn Close, if you've not seen Deliverance, make sure you guys see that, because Glenn Close is totally out of character. Then we
but
have
also in character.
but also in character. She played the heck out of it,
Baby.
seriously. Then we have to make another honorable mention in our infotainment. We have to mention about Shannon Sharp and the IG Live that was a mistake.
Baby, the zesty just got great. Okay? Because he says his phone was hacked.
First, he said his phone was hacked.
Okay, now where is he now with it?
Well, now it's accident. So you must have hit something by accident. But you have to, in order to go live, it's like a 3-part situation. It's not easy to just bump into it and go
That's right.
live. So
I wonder, was him and Michelle like already filming? You know
maybe
what I'm
Michelle
saying?
did it.
Maybe she did.
Whoever Michelle
well, kudos
is,
to Michelle,
Michelle,
baby.
if you'd like to come on the show and talk about it, we would love to have you. Michelle, if you live in Nashville, if you're Michelle in Nashville,
Oh my gosh.
we'd love to have you.
No,
Seriously.
kind of brought it
He
in
did.
the video.
He
He
did.
broke the internet
He
once
did.
again.
He did. But what was funny was when he and Ocho were talking about it.
Oh my
And Ocho was like, listen, you're going to have to work on your cardio. And your
You
endurance.
sound a little out of breath.
Right, and your endurance. You're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to work on
I
it.
love their show.
I do too. It's good. So now it's time for reality show recap.
Oh, wow.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Hulu premiered September 6th. And it is about a group of Mormon moms who were influencers, and they had this TikTok called Mom Talk.
Mom Talk.
And they did these TikToks. They made a whole lot of money. And then there was one particular mom, her name was Taylor, who got caught in the midst of soft swinging scandal.
That's right.
Soft swinging scandal. And so it made international headlines.
That's right. And it broke up the group. But I learned on the show, soft swinging is not touching.
It's oral.
Okay.
It's oral. It's not
penetration.
No, it's oral.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know
Well,
that either.
I watched it. I don't have to tune in. I don't have to commit.
Yeah.
I mean, the long hair with the...
Everybody looked the same.
Yeah, with the middle part.
It was the same white girl.
It's very odd.
Same white girl. What was crazy to me was it was based out of Utah.
Yeah.
Everybody's part of the Mormon church. We have one black girl, That was part of the Mormon church. Her name
that I
was
didn't
Layla.
know was black.
Yeah, you didn't know she was black? Oh, okay, you couldn't tell?
She looked kind of Indian, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But she's very pretty.
Yeah.
And she don't come across as a real sister. So I
that's true. She didn't.
Okay.
She didn't. And she was, she was just part of the group. You can tell she wasn't. But you know what? I thought it was something to watch.
Yeah.
Would I tune in again? Maybe. Just because
Taylor's
I want
a star.
Yeah, Taylor's a star.
No matter what she does, she'll be the star.
I put on here kind of champagne moment, but it was real woo, like kind of.
Now they
real.
can dance though. I'll give them that.
You thought so?
I got a little cute little rhythm for TikTok.
Okay.
It works.
All right. Okay. Cool.
It's catchy.
Okay. All right. So next, staying with the Mormons and staying with Utah, we have the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 5, which is back on Bravo, and it premiered September 18th.
Yep.
And let me tell you, I love this first episode.
You did?
I did, with all my heart. I thought it was good.
Okay.
Mary Crosby, is that her name?
Cosby.
Is the best. She is back as a full-time housewife,
love
right?
Mary.
She is always that one that's going to say what everybody's really thinking, and
right.
she actually says it.
That's right.
I love her. I'm so glad that Whitney this year is going to be the target.
Why?
Because Whitney gets on my nerves.
Whitney got a new house. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. She got on my nerves. And then we've got Heather.
Ooh, Heather done had a whole lot of work
She's
done.
lost 25 pounds.
She looks like she's lost more than
Yeah,
that.
she looks really good.
She
looks
does. Everybody's had plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Meredith looks like a pulled blow-up doll. I need her to stop.
good. She does. I agree.
Yeah, and then I'm actually liking the new addition, Bronwyn.
I do too.
That they brought in, who brings the couture to a whole nother level.
Yes.
And her and Mary kind of bonded a little bit, which I love that.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yep.
Who else was that I was going to talk about? That with the big lips.
Angie.
Oh my God.
Angie's
It's
lips.
like if you touch them, they'll probably
That pop. Yeah, and stuff will come out of it.
It's just too much.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's a champagne
But
moment,
here's
you
the thing, though, I'll say about this whole Mormon thing. When I was watching the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and then Salt Lake City, the background music is always ha, ha, ha. What is that? Is that like a Mormon thing?
I don't know. And then their houses are like really like plain.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a whole lot of decorative things going on.
I don't know.
But yeah, I get the music.
Ha, 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 ha. I'm like, what is that? Ha, what is that?
I'm sorry.
Goodness, you just snort, did you?
I did.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
But you're right. It is kind of eerie.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's time for documentary recap.
Yes. Into the Fire, The Lost Daughter on Netflix premiered September 12th. This is one to watch.
100%.
We have a mother. Her name is Kathy, and it's the story of her giving up her child for adoption. She's thought about this child every day, but she didn't think about the child until she got a letter in the mail that her DNA was required because her daughter had gone missing. And they had found a body and wanted to confirm that this was her daughter. She took the DNA test, come to find out this was not her daughter.
Right.
So then it just unravels into her finding out, well, what happened to my daughter?
Right. So she had the daughter in 1974. And her mother, she had her at 16 years old. Her mother says, you need to give it up. You need to give the child. She had the kid for 9 months.
I know.
And her mom was like, you're not equipped to take care of this kid. You need to give it up. So she had a closed adoption.
That's
so
right.
she does not know who in the world has the child
That's
now,
right.
right? So come to find out, she was adopted by a husband and wife, and the father was despicable.
Well, we find out just how much, right?
Right.
But all along, he's the predator.
Yeah, he's a predator. Yeah.
And come to find out, he's a rapist. He's a murderer.
Yeah, kidnapper. He kidnapped people.
I mean, this poor girl went missing at 14.
Yeah.
And so when her adoptive mother got involved, she did her research all on social media. And she created a Facebook page about her daughter. And all these people started popping in like, I went to school with your daughter.
Yep.
All of it.
And this woman was so good that she actually had Google map of his house. And she's looking in the backyard. and she noticed that the backyard, the ground was disrupted. It was different.
It was changing.
It was changed. And she was like, what is buried in that backyard?
Yep.
What's buried in that backyard? And she was harassing these people.
That's right.
For a long time.
She went to the police about
Yep.
it. The police were like, what are you talking about? She said, my daughter is buried in that backyard.
Yep. Kind of find out, she was.
Yep.
Kind of find out the dad, the adoptive parents, he was the predator, and he killed her. He did molest her too as well,
He did.
right?
He did. And he cut her up, put her in a barrel, and buried her in the backyard.
And the wife, though.
Oh, girl, she was just terrible.
Girl, the wife.
I love you, and I this and that.
Still gonna support you.
And the only reason why he got caught was because of another murder that he did in another city.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So it's really good.
It's one to watch. That's definitely a champagne moment. But what I
Yes.
did think was kind of interesting, when they did find the body or the fragments of the body, they had her cremated. And how the adoptive mother sent the real mother half
That's right.
of the cremation.
Yep.
And the adoptive mother was mad that she only got half. So I thought that was kind of odd.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of odd.
Yeah, but I feel like she just felt like they didn't deserve anything after the hell that they put that little girl through. So
I agree. So next, so that was a champagne moment?
It was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next is Wise Guys. David Chase and The Sopranos it was actually on Max, and it premiered September 7th. I love this. This was a documentary about David Chase, who was the creator of The Sopranos, and how it all came to light, how he struggled trying to find his self and trying to find the right, getting into this movie and television business. And he lucked up on The Sopranos.
Yes, and I just love how he intertwined his life, his
Yeah.
past in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
So he was raised by this horrible mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who basically drove him crazy, and he got married and moved away from his mother.
Because they said, you need to get away from your mama.
Yeah.
You need,
Or you won't be married.
or you won't
stay
be married. You won't stay married. So he got away from his mom. But Tony Soprano's mom, if you watch The Sopranos, you know Tony Soprano's mom was crazy.
That's right.
She was annoying. She was just a crazy mom. And he emulated his mother as Tony Soprano's
Through
mom.
that character.
Yeah. So a lot of Tony Soprano and David Chase had a lot of life parallels, not with the mafia, but how you deal with things in life. Him seeing a therapist, him having issues with his mother.
Yep.
And then all the writers that were on the show, all of them had issues with their parents, and they had some type of...
So they put that into the characters
And that's
of
what
Sopranos.
made it work. I loved it.
Listen, that's one of the best shows. I told you,
Ever.
I have binge watched it twice.
Ever. Ever.
I loved how they talked about Paulie and how his hair.
hair.
He would not let a hairdresser touch his hair.
Yeah.
He was in control of his hair.
Yeah.
And did not like to mess it up.
In
It
that
had to be-
one scene,
In that one scene
yep.
when him and was it Carmela? What was Tony's nephew?
Christopher.
And they got caught in the forest.
Yeah.
And the producer told him, "Man, you're gonna have to mess up your hair."
Yeah. And he didn't want to do that.
And he did not want to do that. The show just caused this big, when they had the auditions for people to come out, like it was just mobs
Yep.
and mobs of
Mobs
people
of
that
people.
wanted
Yeah.
to be on the show.
Yep.
It'll never be anything like it ever
No,
again.
it won't. It was so good. And it's not that David Chase was in the mafia, but he did have an intriguing life. He was intrigued by that.
That's
and
right.
that's what made him create that. But he put his life experiences in Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows, I remember watching the finale. And, it's Don't Stop Believe. You hear the music by Journey. They're in a diner.
Yeah.
And it's a lot going on in the diner. And then if you've watched the finale, it just ends abruptly.
Yeah. It was the night the world stopped.
Yeah. So it's like you don't know what really happened to Tony.
right.
So watching this documentary, and I was just watching a few minutes ago, and Tiffany saw it too. Watching this particular documentary, David Chase ended his documentary the same way.
He did it again.
The
Yeah.
same way. The
Yeah.
same way. He was getting ready to start talking and just went straight black.
I was like,
I loved it. I loved it. And if you've been on my social media, My son Chance Fitzgerald he's number 4 on Virginia Tech's team, and they did this whole thing about, game 4, and it's Don't Stop was still with Journey, and then they ended it.
Yep.
Like, I thought that was so brilliant.
No, it's dope.
I love that.
It was dope.
But if you guys check out Wise Guys. It gives you all the behind scenes information about Sopranos. I loved it.
It was
and
so good.
we hate that Tony Soprano, James Gandolfini, is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, Gandolfini.
Yeah.
That
sounds good.
I hate that he's gone.
Yeah.
He was definitely in trouble.
He died of a heart attack
in Italy with his son, on a trip with his son. So
I told you, I said I thought he was kind of sexy.
Yeah, he's got swag.
Yeah.
He's got swag. He's got swag.
I liked him.
Yeah. So check it out. Next is Gary on Peacock. Ooh.
This was really sad. It dives into the Different Strokes actor's death. He
Gary
died
Coleman.
at the age of 42.
Yeah.
And it just shows his struggles that, with his kidney disease and fame and all of those things. And his parents just took all of his money pretty much.
Yeah.
I could not stand that daddy.
No, I didn't like
The
his voice
daddy
either.
just seemed like he was behind it all.
Yeah.
Where
taking the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they created a pension plan out of his earnings.
Yeah.
And he just died a very sad life.
I had a broken heart.
Yeah.
That he had a broken heart.
Yeah.
It's just the way money put it. He had a kidney issue as a 5-year-old, and I mean,
he had a transplant.
He had a transplant, and essentially his body absorbed the kidney.
Yeah.
And he was having dialysis
To
3
the day
times a
to the
day,
day he died.
3 to 4, and I think it said from December 31st, 1985 until his death, he did not have a kidney.
That's right.
He didn't have a kidney, and he had to do dialysis 3 times a week, 3 to 4 hours a day. But what I thought was interesting on this is that he had an immunosuppressant that stunted his growth.
That's right.
So he was only 5 feet.
Yeah, because
Maybe
of all
5
the
feet.
drugs that
All
he
the
had
drugs,
to take, it did stun his
And
growth.
then he ended up marrying this
this woman,
this woman,
who was a gold digger.
Yeah.
And I think killed him.
I do too. I think she pushed him down.
She totally pushed him.
And killed, and I think she's done it before. But this time it was bad. So he had a brain issue.
Bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
And that's how he died.
she even took pictures, a selfie with him as he's in ICU, and apparently she sold that to the tabloids.
Yeah, she's disgusting.
She's
Even on
disgusting.
the documentary, she was disgusting.
Yeah,
to
she
me.
had it was like she had no empathy at all that he was gone. So, I mean, definitely check it out. It's very, very sad.
But it's good because it brings back all the memories of seeing him on Different Strokes and how funny he was.
Yeah.
And
also, too, with that, is it immunosuppressant? It gave him a full face.
Puffy.
Puffy
Yeah.
face. It was
the
cute.
steroids.
It's cute as when he's a kid, but,
Yeah.
that was sad, but I would definitely check it out. That's on Peacock.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Okay, drama show recap. The
All
Perfect
right.
Couple on Netflix premiered September 5th, and it starred Nicole Kidman, my girl, and Liev Schreiber was on the show Ray, who was one of my favorites series. But it's all about these well-to-do people that live in Nantucket.
Love it.
And Nicole Kidman always brings it.
Yep.
Okay?
She
No
does.
matter what she does, no matter how much plastic surgery she has,
Well.
she still
Well.
she still brings
Yeah.
the characters.
Yeah.
And so it's about a murder that happens right before a wedding that's supposed to take place. And so it's kind of a whodunit type
Yeah.
situation, but it's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, this was about, like, there's 3 boys, right? And one of the boys is getting married. The
Yeah.
girl comes in. She's just not as rich as they are. Everything was very preppy, very pretty, very lavish.
Yeah.
And the girl's best friend
Yeah.
comes into town,
That's
right? And come to find out,
She's having an affair.
she's having an affair with Nicole Kidman's husband.
Who is Liev
Liev.
Schreiber.
And she ends up dead.
That's
so
right.
then you're trying to find out who in the world did it.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell who did it?
You can tell who did it.
What did I say? I said the wrong name the other day, didn't I? So it's a lot of twists and turns in it. You guys have got to watch it. I thought it was cute. One of my friends, Erica, said that she thought it was a little Lifetime-ish. I can see that. I can see it now that she said that.
I just think because of the aesthetics of it all, the location, I thought it was beautiful. and all the actors. I mean, it's top notch. You know, the actors that are in it.
Yeah.
What's our girl's name that was pregnant? That killed
Dakota Fanning. Because what did I say to you?
Johnson.
Yeah.
But Dakota Fanning brings it, y'all.
Yeah, she does.
Like, she plays the ultimate bitch.
But I thought Nicole Kidman, hands down, was by far the best of them all. She did really well in this one. It's a lot of twists and turns in this one because a lot of things that you don't expect. Because you at one point you're thinking, who did it? Did she do it? Did he do it? And then they didn't have anything to do with it.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's really good, guys.
It's crazy.
Another champagne moment.
Definitely, it is another champagne moment for sure. For sure. Next is Monster, Lyle and Eric Menendez, brothers on Netflix. It premieres September 19th. Okay, so I remember this vividly because I was in high school and like college when this was happening. And this happened with 1989 murders of Eric and Lyle Menendez, who killed their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. And this was a huge story.
It was.
Back in 89 to like 93, something like that. And this is another Ryan Murphy.
Brilliant.
Who is brilliant. This was by far a lot of things that I didn't know. Like they said that Jose, the father, was sexually abusing the sons, right? But I didn't know the incestual, the incestual part. So they're saying that Lyle and Eric were,
victims of his abuse.
Yeah.
And he also, which I didn't know this, was gay, the daddy.
Yes.
But he didn't want to,
Yeah, and he was
pride himself on that
and
at
he
all.
was because that's weakness.
That's right.
What he thought.
Yeah.
He was a high-powered music executive in
At RCA.
California at RCA, and he actually gave Menudo their break with a $30 million deal or whatever.
Because their father was Latino.
His father was Cuban.
So
he was from Cuban.
And no one was believing in Latino artists at the time.
Right, at that time, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Lyle Menendez is coming out and saying that this is inaccurate, this is not true, and how dare Ryan Murphy, did you come out and say this? And Ryan Murphy is standing by all of it. He is standing by all of the events, and he says he knows he hadn't seen it because he's in prison.
But their defense was based on that they were molested.
Yeah, but then
abused.
but then it gives this question: did the attorney, the defending attorney, did she coax them into saying that so they can get off?
Well, let me just say this. It definitely was abuse. I do believe they were abused.
Yeah.
I don't know if the abuse went so far that they needed to kill their parents.
No, absolutely.
But
and it's called parricide. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either until I saw that.
But I was telling Tony, episode 5, guys, is called The Hurt Man. It's 36 minutes of Eric's confession of what his father did to him. Y'all, when I tell you, like, the cinematography in this episode is so brilliant. And to me, he's the best actor
for that role
in the series. Yeah. To me, the guy who plays Eric. So it's disturbing, but it is so good.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Those the two guys that are playing the brothers are doing a phenomenal job.
But they just did some stupid stuff. Like, you kill your parents and then you start going on this spending spree.
Yeah.
And it was a lot.
Like Eric, when they got to jail, he couldn't eat the food. He had to drink milk the whole time.
Right. And Eric, and it was Lyle who had a toupee.
Yeah.
He had a hairpiece.
He was losing his hair.
He was losing his hair.
His little heart.
Yeah. Anyway, definitely check it out. It's champagne moment, but I will warn you, it's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Very, very disturbing.
Yeah. How to Die Alone, comedy on Hulu, premiered September 13th, starring Natasha Rothwell. Guys, listen, this is a fresh new one to me. Have you watched it?
I've not watched it,
It's so good. Natasha plays Melissa, who's a broke JFK airport employee. She's never flown on a plane.
What? But she works at the airport? I love that.
So it's about a lonely single woman, right?
Yeah.
Who's just kind of trying to find her way. She comes from a dysfunctional kind of home. And she has this epiphany when she goes to their version of IKEA and she buys furniture on a maxed out credit card. She brings it home. She's putting it together. She has Chinese takeout and the armoire falls on her.
Oh my gosh. We have to check that out.
It's funny. But the armoire falls on her. She passes out, stops breathing. The neighbor hears the crash, calls the ambulance. They bring her back to life. She goes.
How many episodes is this?
I think it's like 8. She goes to the hospital and she meets this older woman who is like a reflection of her, but she's older, right?
Gotcha.
And the woman's like, listen, baby, you need to live your life. And the woman dies. Okay. So Natasha, they let her go. She goes home and she decides, you know what?
I'm going to live my life.
I'm going to live my life. Y'all, it is the cutest series. I had the pleasure of meeting Natasha at Essence. She was very happy and excited about this series. And it won't disappoint.
Well, she was hilarious on Insecure.
Yes, and White Lotus.
Oh my God! Well, she wasn't funny in White Lotus. That wasn't that funny in White Lotus.
I think White Lotus is funny.
White Lotus was good, but
Yeah.
she wasn't a comedian in that
No.
one. But in Insecure, the best episode was Coachella.
Girl,
When I tell you,
Oh, God.
I was dying.
when they went to
laughing
go
at
see
that.
Beyonce.
Oh my God! Yeah, but the one with Coachella when they had edibles and
Yeah.
they came back to the room. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that was the best episode.
And then she got tased.
yes, and she peed on herself. So
No,
funny.
she is hilarious.
Yeah.
So she's got a lot of other projects coming down the pike. So I'm very, very excited
So
to
it's
see.
champagne moment.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, now it's time for a movie recap. Oof.
Yeah.
Rebel Ridge. It's a thriller action that's on Netflix that premiered on September 6th. And it is starring a hottie,
Yes.
Aaron Pierre. You may know him. He was Malcolm X when it was, Malcolm and Martin. This is a chick flick.
It is. I mean, I thought it's about a former Marine that is on his way to bail out his cousin.
Yes.
And it's in this hick town who the police chief
Corruption. Don
is
Johnson.
Don Johnson. And let me just say this. Don Johnson looks amazing.
He does.
Okay?
He does.
Bad guy or not, he was hot.
Yeah.
And so they unjustly seize his cash that he has on him to bail out his cousin. And it's on from there. But I just thought the storyline was all over the place. I thought it
I
had
agree.
great potential, but I didn't like the ending. I
didn't
thought
like the ending either.
It was a lot of holes in it. But Aaron Pierre kept it.
I didn't
Kept it going
I
for
didn't
me.
care.
I know he's so fine.
He is so alluring.
Yeah.
He's
His eyes.
mesmerizing. It's like I can't stop looking at him. Like he's my eyes the magnet to him. I didn't care.
Not the magnet.
Yes, it was a magnet. He
Okay.
is stunning.
He is stunning.
He's very alluring.
Yeah.
This is why I tell you it's a chick flick.
Yeah.
This is a chick flick. So I gave it a champagne moment, kinda.
Yeah.
But it's based off of Aaron Pierre. He fine.
No, he's one to watch. He's
one to watch.
He's a
And
great
what
actor.
I do like about this, though, is I wonder if he's gonna be an action hero now. If he's gonna start doing an action movies now. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But when I tell you, he's so alluring.
No, he's fine.
Like I can't stop staring at him. I'm like, oh my God,
Tony.
gorgeous, gorgeous.
Well, it reminded me of Rambo,
Yeah,
I
you
thought
said
that
that.
it could have went further like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yep. So now it's time for What You Watching? The Golden Bachelor on ABC.
Yes, I love her. Joan Vassos is the new Bachelorette.
I love that they're doing this franchise with the
Oh.
Golden.
It's way better than the
So what? I mean, so wait. So tell me, what age is Golden? What age is Golden? I'm not there yet.
me either.
Oh, okay. I thought
I
it was
would say
50.
60.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Would you put 50 as
No,
golden?
I'm just saying. Usually when you're 50, that says
Yeah.
your golden age or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no. So you're saying 60. Okay. So how old is she?
She might be 65-ish,
Okay.
8. I don't know.
So let's
I don't
see if
have
she
her.
finds love.
She's beautiful though.
Yeah, she all right. All right, so then next there's 3 Women on, which actually is on Stars, which premieres September 13th. Have you started that yet?
I have not.
I've
It's
not
on the
either.
list.
It's on my list to start too.
The Old Man thriller on
Now
Hulu.
that's your jam there, isn't it?
2 seasons. Well, my cousin Courtney always gives great recommendations.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Jeff Bridges, and anything he does, I'm gonna tune into. So yeah, it's about a CI agent. He lives off the grid and he's being hunted. So I'm gonna check it out.
Gangs of London on Netflix, season 2.
Ooh, y'all.
Is
Listen,
this good?
it
Because
is the
I like British
best.
shows. Would I like this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so good.
I'm gonna check it out.
I couldn't get enough of it. One of my other girlfriends, Katina, turned me onto it. You know, I love this violence now, and all this
Why you
action.
like violence so
I don't
much?
know.
Honey?
I
What's
like
going
it.
on?
I don't know. I can't get enough of it.
She's liking violence.
But it's about a crime family, and their power is, being threatened. And so it's 2 seasons in, and they're coming back for a third. But I highly recommend it.
Cool.
It is an amazing series.
Power, book 2, Ghost.
Yes. So we're still in it. Tariq is still in the game, trying to hustle, going back and forth.
So I've tuned in.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Yeah, I do
think
too.
it's time.
I do
think it's
too.
time for this to move on.
They have added Michael Ealy, who is playing a corrupt cop. He's dirty.
Yeah.
Michael, what we found out is plays crazy really well. Okay.
No.
He plays it too well.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Are you really crazy?
Yeah.
But yeah, Mary J. Blige, the whole cast, they're still in the game, trying to figure it out. Yeah, I feel like it's a hamster wheel.
Yeah,
but I still can't get enough of it.
Sure.
And then I just want Ghost to just pop out and say, "Gotcha,
yeah.
I'm back. I ain't dead." So I'm waiting on that. But it's still a favorite of mine.
So next is American Sports Story. Aaron Hernandez premiered on September 17th. It's on FX and Hulu. Have you seen that yet?
No, how many more stories we need on him?
So this is another Ryan Murphy.
It
thing,
is?
so you have to watch it for sure.
Oh.
So this is like this is not a documentary. This is a drama.
Because I'm tired of him.
Yeah, this one is wild. I'll say that.
Okay, I'll watch
it's wild. Yeah, you have to check it out. They focus on a lot of his homosexuality too. And but yeah, y'all check that out. It's a story. I mean, you can see where his background and his, what kind of father he had, what kind of NFL person he was. So you just gotta check it out. He was at Florida. Was he Florida State? I think. Yeah, it was Florida State. So you guys gotta check it out.
So Ryan Murphy goes back and forth from Netflix to Hulu? Or?
Ryan Murphy goes wherever.
Okay, so because he's Ryan.
Yeah, because he's Ryan Murphy.
Got it.
He can go wherever he wants to go. Because
No,
was he White Lotus? Or
No,
he wasn't
no,
White
that's
Lotus.
not
Okay,
him.
but Ryan Murphy can do whatever he wants to do. I love Ryan Murphy.
I do too.
I do.
He's a
He's
genius.
very creative.
He's
very
fire.
creative. Yeah. So that's it. That was a lot.
I need some water.
Okay. That was a lot. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Tony and I'm 49.
And she's going to be 50 when we come back. She's going to be a big girl.
I'll be a big girl. I'm so excited, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Popcorn and Champagne. And make sure you guys go to our YouTube page, Popcorn and Champagne.
And subscribe to our Instagram page,
Yes.
Popcorn_champagne.
Exactly. And make sure that Tam Fam, Sora Tamron Hall, she's a Sora now. Call us, Sora. Call us. We'd love to be on the show.
Yes, we will.
Andy.
I know.
Call us.
Anybody, call us.
Not anybody. Call us.
Is anybody out there?
Bye, guys. Thank you. Take care.
Toodles.